What's good YouTube, it's your boy Musa back with another video. Today's video topic is how to build muscle fast. This is mainly for my beginners, of course. If you're new, if you're experienced and you're still struggling, this video might help you out a little bit as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is sleep. This is one that when I say we, I mean all of us, including myself, tend to neglect from time to time, especially if you're someone like a student. You know, sometimes you got them deadlines, you do those sleepless nights and whatnot. And when I was a student as well, I was thinking, yeah, if I go to the gym, work out my workout, come home, eat the foods that I need to food, but sleep, if I get 4 hours or whatever, it's okay. I can go with those sleepless nights. Really and truly, you can do it, but at the end of the day, you are putting a toll on your results. The results that you should be getting, you are not actually getting, because when you sleep is when everything happens. That's also when your growth hormone is activated. You know what I mean? The growth hormone is spreading, so your body's also recovering the muscles and everything, but your growth hormone as well is spreading, so you're gonna grow. I did notice as well when I was around 16, my late teenage age. That's the time I grew the most, because I used to sleep. Wait for it. Has to have the dramatic effect. I was sleeping anywhere from 11 to 15 hours. You see, I didn't go to the single digits. 11 to 15 hours daily throughout the summer holiday. You can't do that while I've got school and whatnot. But for that 6-week holiday, because I was raised in the UK, 6-week holiday, every single day I slept around 11 to 15 hours, to the point my boys had to come and throw stones at my window for me to wake up. That's how bad it was. But I grew, like, I just left everyone behind. I was just growing like madness. It was literally wake up, go play some sports, football with my boys, or go swimming, and then it would just be food, chicken. Get all that food, or order some kebab, again, protein. Get as much food as I could in me, and then sleep. The way I grew was actually outrageous. It was a bit mad. So guys, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Sleep is very important. Do not neglect it at all. It's a must. It's a must. I like to call it the maintenance phase. That's when your body can really go to work. You're shut down. You know what I mean? Your heart rate's not up. Your heart rate's steady. You're not busy moving around and stuff like that. The body's like, okay, now it's time for us to go fix all those broken down muscles that he's broken, make them better and stronger. That's why you need to sleep. You need to sleep a lot. It reduces your stress. You know what I mean? You wake up, you feel fresh, you're recovered, you're relaxed, now you're ready to conquer the day. Have you ever noticed when you sleep like 3-4 hours, you're always like, you know, you're still doing the things you need to do, but it's at a very slow pace. That's because you're not recovered enough. You didn't get that maintenance done. You rushed it, you know what I'm saying? You didn't take your time with it. So sleep is the number one thing that I would say. I wouldn't say it's like number one overall, but it's definitely up there as in like the top 3 of things that are most important in order to build a muscle. Because like I said, you've torn down your muscles in the gym, you've put them through work. Now it's time to rest up, recover, let your body fix all those broken down muscles, let them come back bigger and stronger and thicker. So sleep, guys, make sure you're getting around 7 to 9 hours daily. Of course, I know life happens. Some days you probably won't, but most of the time, try and prioritize your sleep. If that means your time management skills need to increase, it is what it is. Increase your time management skills. Do not sacrifice your sleep. The second thing that can help you build muscle is resistance training. Yes, resistance training, we don't play with that one. You know what I mean? I love lifting weights. Like I've told you guys in the previous video, if you're a beginner, aim for about 3 days a week, every other day training. But if you've been doing this for a couple months now and you're still not seeing results, maybe increase it to another session so you have 4, or if you're comfortable with 4, maybe increase to 5. But you need to do resistance training in order to break down the muscle fibers, really put them to work, get that progressive overload, which is key, especially if you want to build muscle. If you're just working out and you're doing the same thing all the time, just expect yourself to look the same as you are right now. That's it. If you're not making progress in the gym, you're not tracking your workouts, you're not increasing the weight, you're not tracking the rest period, you know what I mean, you're not doing all those things that you need to do, the basics, you are not going to build muscle. So resistance training, tracking it, making that progressive overload, week, month, yearly, you would build muscle. That is probably the fastest way to build muscle. There's a lot of people that just go into the gym and just go with the flow. Like you just go with the flow. They don't know what weight they lifted last week. They're changing exercises every day. No. Training program, make that progressive overload week after week. That is number 2. That will be very helpful to you guys. Resistance training is very, very, very important. The next tip is going to be protein is that muscle building macronutrient. It's not fats, it's not carbs, it's protein. So you got to make sure you're getting sufficient amount of protein. I would recommend anywhere between 0.8 to 1.5 pounds per body weight. So if you're weighing like me 227 pounds, I would aim for around 220 to 40 grams of protein per day. Some people might go a little bit over that, like 250. Do you really need to? I don't recommend you do it, but some people do, and it is what it is, isn't it? That's a lot of protein to process in the body. Like I even struggle to hit like 240. It's a lot of protein, especially if you're not a big eater. I'm one of those ones. I'd rather eat 2-3 meals. I can't do the whole 6 meals a day. So getting that 240 is a struggle for your boy, but it has to be done in order to build that muscle. And also you have to be in a caloric surplus if you want to build muscle. It's very hard. I know some people are like, you could build muscle on a caloric deficit. Don't do that. You can't. It's some people can, but that percentage is very, very low compared to people that can build muscle in a surplus. So try and be in a caloric surplus. It doesn't have to be excessive, like 1,000 calories. It can be anything like 200 to 500 calories surplus is enough for you to be able to gain muscle. Just make sure you keep that protein high, and then obviously carbs and fats, I recommend you try and find something that works for you. If you like a higher fat diet, do that. You can play around with the rest of the calories you have. Of course, you want to track your food as well. But yeah, guys, get that protein in. It's the building block. It's a must. I feel like new beginners and even some experienced people tend to forget that, tracking the protein, tracking food in general, it can get a bit boring sometimes. Let's just put it out there. It can get a bit boring, repetitive, having to tap into your phone. I'm eating this, scanning that. It can get boring, and some days you're just not in that mood to be bothered. You just want to eat food. And that's when it can kind of get a bit sticky. So if you're going to do that, I would recommend make sure when you're picking foods, like say, okay, protein, try and target the protein first, and then carbs and fats, whatever happens there, happens there. But make sure you're getting that protein in. It is the building block. That is tip number 3. Now, the final thing I want to talk about, this one is just necessary for human life, innit? Like, you just need it. It's a must. And that is drinking water. We all suffer from this. Most of us, we be drinking water only when we're sweating or we're sweating. Like, we need to be doing some physical activity for us to think, oh, I need water in my system. Like, you'll be sitting the whole day in your office and whatnot. Ain't no way you're thinking about, let me get a glass of water. You're probably thinking, I need a coffee, I need a tea. But water, we don't really think about it like that. And our bodies are made up of around 70% water. So it is very, very important. And especially to keep you full, make your muscles look bigger. Obviously, to flow through your muscle fibers and all that stuff, the blood and everything, everything flow smoothly. You need to drink a sufficient amount of water. I aim for around 4 liters a day. I am a big human being. I'm like, 6'3", 200 plus pounds. I need a lot of water in the system. If you're around 160, you're gonna need about 2 to 3 liters. But minimum, I would say get 2 liters of water in your system every single day. And I know for some of you, well, Musa, 2 liters, that's hard. It really is. It's those 500 milliliter bottles. Just get 4 of those. Make sure you drink it in the day. You know, you wake up, down 1, boom, that's gone. You know what I mean? You have breakfast, boom, that's 1. You have lunch, boom, that's 1. You have dinner, boom, that's 1. You're finished. You're good. And if you want to go before go sleep, take 1. But then again, you're probably going to wake up, go to the toilet, and all that kind of stuff if you drink late in the evening. But guys, that is it for this video. That's all the tips I can think of off the top of my head, the basics. You could go more like the scientific route and all that kind of stuff, but these are things that I have done in the last, well, how many years I've been training in order to get to the size that I am. These are the things that I focused on: sleep, resistance training, protein, and drinking a ton of water. Let me know if there's any other ones you can think of in the comment section, of course. And if there's a topic that you want me to talk about in the upcoming videos, let me know that as well, and I will get it done for you guys. I'm out. Love life, love life, love life. Peace.